Howdy gang, Frankie Day, back again on YouTube. This evening YouTube I have builds of the past. I'm going to start my series again in between builds. I just completed my third entry of Aaron Newman's trainer aircraft group build featuring my Revell 132nd scale Super Cub PA-18 and the splendid markings of the United States Army, all trainer yellow. Right now I'm going to do an inbox review after I finish up this video right here, so this is kind of like a little treat for you guys in between builds. So I like to post this one. I don't think I've posted this before in my builds of the past. This is a balsawood model, guys. This is this is an old Guillows kit that I built about 40 years ago. And this airplane was designed to fly or as an exhibition model, so I chose to make an exhibition model out instead. This is all tissue and balsawood, folks. And I don't think Guillows makes this kit anymore. I'm not too certain. I haven't bought a Guillows kit in years. I just recently picked up a Newport laser kit a while ago, and I'm going to start that as my spring build. And I'll be featuring that. As we zoom in a little bit, we'll take a look at the details I incorporate on this thing. This thing's built out of tissue and aerogloss dope, which is used on the underside, which I mix my own aerogloss dope by using a neutral gray. I use a hen of blue, black, and white to make the neutral gray. And olive drab on top has been airbrushed on there, using Packer Flats aerogloss dopes, which is no longer in stock and don't make no more. And so they get other substitutes for dope nowadays, which is paint. Anyway, guys, as we pick this up, it's in the scale of 1/18, 3/4 scale, 3/4 scale. And I gingerly layer on top of her top side, and we'll show her back side. And we'll zoom a little history on the model, on the aircraft itself. Okay, as I zoom in right here, we'll take a look at the nose wheel here. The undercarriage, nose wheel undercarriage, has all been scratch built by myself. I made new bays inside there. Vinegar wheel bays I incorporated by using paper. This thing is made entirely out of paper, tissue, and wood. That's it. And there's the cardstock details I made. And somehow the humidity kind of wrinkled up the tissue a little bit. It was tighter now. I think when I took it down, I guess some humidity got to it or something. But it'll tighten up as it goes along. But anyway, this is primarily made out of paper and tissue, and that's about it, guys. And balsawood. Okay, the Bell Airacobra came out back in 1937. It was one of the Bell Aircraft Company at the time were experimenting with a pursuit aircraft because the 1930s were really booming and they were bringing out a lot of aircraft at that era. And the Bell was one of those experimenting companies that manufacturers that built aircraft for the military. And they were very happy with the Barracuda that they made. And they decided to go to a pursuit ship making a P-39 Airacobra, which was powered by an Allison engine. And the unique feature about the Airacobra was that the pilot sat behind the engine, and you had that long shaft that went through there with the 40 millimeter cannon came through the spinner. And it has 4 50 caliber machine guns, 2 in each wing. The Bell Airacobra saw very early service back in World War II. We kept them about as late as up to 1943, then pretty soon Lend-Lease Act kicked in, and the English used them, and the Australians used them, and also in India they used them a lot too, and the Russians used them a lot also as tank busters. They're a very strong built airplane, guys. The Bell Airacobra was a very strong aircraft. It was built solid. It was a very easy, compact airplane to fly, and it was very ahead of its time when it first came out. And it's a very fast aircraft with a wingspan of 32 feet, an airspeed of 365 miles per hour, cruising 290. The Airacobra can pack a punch if you ever got into pursuit. As a matter of fact, this airplane was an excellent Zero killer. I mean, a lot of Zero pilots back in the early World War II, they more or less lured early pilots that they didn't have no experience in climbing to a inner circle and causing the American aircraft to founder and stall, and time the Japanese airplane made a complete 360-degree circle he got right behind him, he was nailed, and he was dead. But Airacobras didn't have that problem because those engines were actually liquid cooled, and it was very, very, very strong engine, and it could take a lot of G forces without stalling. So Zeros kind of stayed away from barrel Airacobras because they're pretty mean. Okay, folks, right here, this concludes my builds of the past featuring my Guillows kit of the P-39 Airacobra. Please stay tuned for an inbox review of the next kit I'm building right now, and I have that shortly. And I have the finished paintwork on the Hayford by tomorrow. And so right now, this concludes the builds of the past video. So a lot of you fellas out there like to see it. Happy modeling, guys. We'll catch you next video. Bye, boys.